Hello, hello, hello. Are we working? I think there's audio. Hello, Twitch. It's a rare Monday night show for Rob P Rocks. What's going on? Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope you're enjoying the observed Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. I'm trying a few things out tonight because if you were with us last Tuesday for the Cover Tuesday show, had some problems with lag, had some issues. So I'm trying to see if I think the lag. I think I have it figured out. I've been doing a lot of troubleshooting and including today, I was expecting a new piece of equipment to come today so I could try a different camera. You'll notice that the camera is still this wide angle webcam that I am not a fan of. But yeah, I'm waiting for, and UPS was supposed to deliver it by 9 p.m. It's 9:07 here in. Can you say? I gotta turn on the screen. 9:07 here in. Oh yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like this webcam. It makes all these adjustments. There are barely any lights on in my apartment right now, and this webcam just adjusts and it blows everything out. I mean, I'm Armenian. Like, what does this camera do to paler people than me? Like, they must look like ghosts. But it really was the lag that was the issue. So I'm waiting on an HDMI capture card. Supposed to come today at 9 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, and it didn't. This happens in pandemic times. Can't expect miracles, but just don't tell me it's coming today if it's not coming today. If you know you can't get it to me today, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. So who's out there? So I'm restreaming this. I'm also doing this as an attempt to restream this to YouTube as well as Facebook. But the problem is the only chat window I can fit on my screen here is the Twitch chat window. So that pops up here. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to chat so I could see it pop up on screen, come on over to, all right, Dr. Doom, King of, what does it say? King of Fla TV. Welcome, California. Little air horn for California. I'm glad we're doing some West Coast. That's why I did it a little bit later tonight. So I'm going to try to keep it down because it's already 9 o'clock here in. But it's New York City. What are you going to do? So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, come on over to twitch.tv/RobPRocks as you see in that handy little corner info box. If not, I will see the comments eventually. But I just they're on the screen that's over there all the way in the north wing of this apartment, this huge Brooklyn studio apartment. But I'm gonna do some original songs today. I'm gonna do my comedy songs because I've been doing Cover Tuesdays, as you know. Cover Tuesdays every Tuesday night at 8:15 p.m. We did our 39th show last week. I've done over 500 covers. Because it's been more fun to do covers in this format than doing the comedy music, but I'm realizing I haven't done a comedy show in so long, I'm forgetting all my songs. Oh, that's why I'm going to do some comedy. I'm going to do some of my own songs tonight. So I got a set of some classic oldies, Rob P oldies, some Rob P newies, and some Rob P middle ageies. So let's just, this is a song that was inspired by actual events. This is a Beach Boys style song. As if you know me, you know I like the Beach Boys a lot. And when I was a kid growing up in Illinois, I liked the Beach Boys, but I didn't really relate to the California out there. I mean, I didn't know anything about surfing. All their songs are about driving around on the freeways. And, so I didn't really, I wanted to write a Beach Boys style song about something I could have related to when I was 10 years old. And this is what I came up with. So dedicated to the Beach Boys and California. How are you? So here we go. Grandpa hasn't gotten new glasses in years. Wap, wap, wah. Now driving with him is one of my greatest fears. Wap, wap, wah. He's yelling at the other drivers like he's insane. I'm in the backseat praying and praying, cause I'm the only one who knows we're in the wrong lane. Driving with Grandpa gives me heart palpitations. Driving with Grandpa, it's all moving violations. Driving with Grandpa, I wanna make it home tonight. A ride with Grandpa always fills me with stress. Wap, wap, wah. Cause he stops traffic to yell at the GPS. Wap, wap, wah. The right directions it won't show. We asked 3 people, nobody knows, cause the place we're going closed 8 years ago. Driving with Grandpa, ooh, driving with Grandpa, ooh, driving with Grandpa, woo, 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 boop, 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 boop. Pull over. And scene. The best part about doing this song in my apartment here in Brooklyn is my windows right over there. If you can see, I got my windows over there. Sort of see them over my thumbs. My windows face the street, so there are plenty of times here in this show you will actually hear sirens going by. Hey, Milfu, what's up? Or Milifu. I always Millie Foo, yeah, good. You've been on Cover Tuesdays. Thank you for following me to a Monday night show. I'm going to do some of my own comedy music. Yeah, so sometimes you'll hear ambulances and police cars and fire trucks going down the street right outside my window. So I don't really always have to do the sound effect by myself. So that was Driving with Grandpa. That is on my live album, Rob P. Rocks a Jazz Club, that came out 2 years ago this month, maybe even today. I haven't even looked. Kenosha, what's up? K-Town, Dan Pavlik, one of the fine people behind the Papalooza.art website, and they're showing my not my Cover Tuesday, my 52 Sellout series. So we just did the second week this week. If you like truck, oh yeah, we got it. And maybe a little rim shot, and oh, that was Pac-Man dying. I forgot what was where. Oh, okay, cool, man. Oh yeah. I saw that you had liked the tweet about announcing the show tonight, and you said because that's one of the reasons I did it at 9 o'clock is so I could maybe be a little more convenient for the West Coasterians. Is that the right word? All right. So here's a song I wrote for a contest where you had a week to write a rap song, and it had to be about decoupage. So this is what I came up with for that. Oh, Al Lozano, what's up, man? How you doing? Waukegan in the house. Waukegan. All right, we got people West Coast, Midwest, East Coast. I love it. Nice. Lousy Cupcake. Hey, how you doing? Oh, man. Lots of people showing up on a Monday. I love it. All right, here we go. Here's my song about decoupage. My coffee cup was plain on the side, and I tried to hide it, but the space was too wide. So my idea was to try tricking it out, so it'll be sticking out when I stick it in my mouth. But I didn't want to do the same old thing with the gold bling and stones like some old lady's rings. So I got magazines, started looking for scenes and things that had some kind of meaning to me. I remix them and mash them, with glisten with splash. I customize, and my fly style hurts your eyes. It's a surprise when you realize it's something I made. My mug is one of a kind, and your mind has been played. I can play all day with the clip art and lacquer, customizing my stuff. I'm a houseware hacker. Now my cup is covered with a cool collage. It's fly, and that's why I love decoupage. Cause I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. Yeah, I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. Yeah, I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. Yeah, I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. All my life I've been decoupaging. I could go pro, bro. It could pay for my lodging. I'm a decoupaging dervish. The competition's nervous. They can know I stick a picture into any surface. I went to a strip club. I even decoupaged ass. The girls are breathing hard like they was in Lamont's class. I'm the master of plastering pictures. If I wrote a handbook, this stuff would be scripture. Get your butt out my face. You can't keep pace with your kittens and lace. Your stuff's a disgrace. Your place is back in a bed and breakfast lobby. Decoupage is my life. To you it's a hobby. I could probably decoupage your face without you knowing. I could decoupage an ant or the side of a Boeing. And that 747's fly fuselage will be my homage, cause I love decoupage. Cause I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. Yeah, I rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it and rip it and stick it any way that I want. You guys notice I did the explicit version. I said the word ass. Oh my gosh. But ass is in the Bible, I think, right? Oh yeah, I think that's on the list. I'm gonna do that one later. Yeah, this one is in E major. Pushing Band Candy is D minor. All right, D minor, the saddest of all keys. This is one of the reasons I have to do the show. I have to remember all these. Oh, thank you. That was one of my favorites. That was my favorite when I wrote that one. That was when I got that rhyme. I'm like, all right, this might stay in the act a little longer. But yes, you guys got the explicit version with the word ass. I've been doing a lot of cruise ships and family shows lately, so I rewrote that line. It's like, I went to a dance club. I decoupaged the DJ. He liked the job so much he sold himself on eBay. I'm the master of plastering pictures. But see, I like the way the ass and the plaster and it's like sort of an internal rhyme. All right, let's really stories behind all the songs. All right, so actually I got a little more. I got a lot more rapping coming up. I'll do the Friends. Yeah, I could do Friends. Probably not the Pocket Bell rant because that's a very long bit, and I haven't even done that one in a couple of years. So and I always forget it and do it differently than the video. And I think people know the video so well. Sometimes when they see me do it live in the show, they're like, "You're not doing it right." Because honestly, I've done it differently every time I've ever performed it. So that video was like one performance that got captured. But But yeah, I'm really rusty on that. Unfortunately, I haven't done a long live show since I did one this summer. I did one in August, so yeah, I'm really rusty. So I'm trying to remember some of these songs. This next song is another sort of that's a fun one. It's this one is about going. Oh, thanks. Cool. This one is about going to conventions. Remember going to conventions and being with groups of people? Oh man, I wonder if we'll ever do that again, or if I'm just gonna have to jettison all this material about being in public. Oh, thank you, Robin. So this song is about going to conventions or cons, and one thing I did notice is that there's a difference between cons and conventions. A convention is something you have to go to for work, and a con is something you want to go to, like Sci-Fi Con, Comic-Con. You want to go to that, and then the regional real estate sales convention or dental tools convention is the one you have to go to. But whatever kind of thing I'm at, either if I'm working or if I'm there for fun, I like one aspect about both of them, and that's what this particular jam is about. All right. And once again, if you're just joining us on YouTube or Facebook, thanks for watching. I won't be able to see those comments, though, so I'm not ignoring you. But if you want to comment live, and I can interact with the ones on Twitch, so twitch.tv/RobPRocks, like it says there. Otherwise, just sit back and enjoy the show. Well, that's my own theory about cons and conventions. I don't know. The ones I want to go to, like Sci-Fi Con, Mars Con, Comic-Con, Al-Con was one back in the day in Chicago, a Weird Al fan convention. Anyway, here's my song about conventions. At least once a year I attend a big convention, and seeing all the exhibit halls is always my intention. I give out my cards and pretend to hear what you have to say, but the dirty truth is I'm at your booth just to see what you're giving away, cause I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm taking all the cool stuff I can find home in my bag. They're meeting and greeting while I'm straight up trick-or-treating. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag. The good booths have the big crowds, you're gonna have to fight them if you wanna go home with all the coolest items. And if they hold out because they doubt I fit their strategy, I make some cards up, say I run a startup and wanna do some B2B, cause I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. And if it's super dope, I just might post with your hashtag. Tell them they shouldn't censor me, I'm an influencer. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag. Alright, so this is another rap breakdown, but this is one I like. It's a little more old school, like early 80s, late 70s. Strolling through the hall, seeing all the exhibits. If your booth has a giveaway, you know I'm gonna get it. I gotta fit it in. If I didn't get it yet, then I leave a divot when I pivot to the next one. Get some power bricks and headphones, carabiner clips with sanitizing hand foam. I'm going home with the fabulous prizes. If your stuff is that fly, I'll be back in disguises. The sky is the limit, everything is in play. If your logo's on it, I'ma wanna take it away. I didn't make it that way, this place makes me manic. It's kinda like a panic when they set up this dynamic, cause I got the lanyard, you got the swag. The only thing that's left to do is put it in my bag till it's heavy and sagging, and I'm dragging it away. You can nag me, but hey, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. Getting everything from hoodies to a microfiber rag. There's no signs I'll be stopping. I'm doing my Christmas shopping. Yeah, I'm just here for the swag. For the swag, he's here for the swag. I'm just here for the swag. Thanks. The year I put that song on YouTube, one of my aunts, that Christmas, actually, I was visiting my family, my step fam down in Texas, my family down in Texas, and one of my aunts gave me a present, and it was all swag that she had gotten from conventions that year, because I wrote that song, and she's like, "You like swag? Here it is." It was lovely to have like a joke gift that referenced my own act. That was very, very fun. All right, moving on. So I've already done two rapping songs, and now I'm gonna do another Beach Boys song. Wow, I'm really apparently those are my two favorite genres: the Beach Boys and hip hop. This is one of the few songs I've actually written during the pandemic, or the few comedy songs I've written during the pandemic, because those first 3 months, it was, staying inside was, the quarantine was, it was new, and so that sparked a lot of ideas, and then, I don't know, 10 months later, it's somehow not as interesting as as it was at the beginning. It's a lot more depressing. But anyway, here's a song I wrote on early because I showed you my windows, which are right over there. Econobox. That's another one I could. All right, maybe I'll do that one. I'll do that one in a couple more because both of my Beach Boys songs are in. Oh no, this one's in G. The Econobox is in A. I will. Yeah, I should. I'll work that one in. Remind me in a couple. Yeah, because this one is about. When I was stuck in my apartment, I didn't, New York is crowded. I was nervous about walking down the streets, because you're always close to somebody in this town. So I wanted to get some sun, and my only place, well, anyway, my songs are self-explanatory. I always over-explain them in the introduction anyway. Well, the beach is closed, and I need some sun. But when I go out, I can't avoid everyone. Oh, I wanna get some sunbeams on my face, but I gotta give everybody their space. So that means I can only go to one place. I'm catching rays, fire escape, fire. It's been too many days. How much more can I take? I'm going out of my mind. I need some sunshine. That's why I'm catching rays on my fire escape. I got a beer and a shot. Beer and the wind in my hair. Shut up. I always get a spot, cause no one's ever there. Oh, there are no ocean sounds, but it's the best place that I found to avoid people, cause it's 12 feet off the ground. I'm catching rays on the fire escape. Fire, hope it's just a phase. It's really not that great. It's not sexy at all. And this is just a chance I could fall. When I'm catching rays on my fire escape. Well, I can't play any frisbee. I can't lie in the sand. I can do two whole things. I can sit or I can stand. I smile at people walking by as they walk by my place. But I can't tell if they're smiling back, cause they're all covering their face. I'm catching rays on the fire escape. I can't catch any waves. I'll never get in shape. I'm getting fat. It's not a perfect plan, but at least I'll get a tan when I'm catching rays on the fire escape. Oh, I'm tired of catching rays on the fire escape. I don't want to catch rays on the fire escape. All right. It's January now, so that's not an issue, but it's probably going to come back around. I thought this song will be relevant for a month, and then by August it was still the case that I was catching a tan on the fire escape. So that's fun. All right, here's another, and that song's on my newest. I released an EP last month, and you probably didn't hear about it because I'm a terrible self-promoter, but I released a 5-song EP called Blind Sight 2020. If you go to my website, you'll see links for it. My website is Rob P. Rocks. How convenient is that? My first website was paravonian.com, like my last name, and too many people, well, actually it was just hard to say that if I ever did a radio guest spot. They're like, what's your website? Paravonian.com. How do you spell that? Oh, we're out of time. So, oh my goodness. CJ Lingle is pulling out all the deep cuts. I wonder, I don't even know if I can remember that. I got some older ones on here though. I definitely have some stuff from, I have something from, I think maybe I wrote in 99. So I have some songs that are old enough to drink coming up. Speaking of drinking, this song has the word booze in the title, which is fun. As you probably know, I don't get too political, but this senator named Chuck Grassley, when they were trying to pass a tax thing, he said, he wanted to raise the estate tax threshold because he's like, if you have $10 million, we want to reward you so you can give it to your kids. And he said, we don't want to reward people who spend all their every last penny on booze or on women or on movies. And I'm like, is that the reason I don't have $5 million is because I spent money on booze, women, and movies? But more than that, the name, just the words booze, women, and movies to me sounded like that's a Jimmy Buffett song if I ever heard one, or a Jimmy Buffett title of a song if I ever heard one. So I took it upon myself to write a Jimmy Buffett style song. Oh, nice. A little mead. That's a very, very classic old school beverage. Enjoy. Skål, or whatever the official mead toast is. Enjoy that. Yeah, one of my brothers-in-law was starting to get into like some wine making, and he was starting to make mead. It's made like it's fermented honey, or you use honey to make it, I think, if I remember correctly. Cool. Oh, honey. Oh, Nancy with the puns. Firing on all cylinders on a Monday night. I love it. All right, so here's a song, called Booze, Women, and Movies, inspired by a senator, but in the style of Jimmy Buffett. And this one's also on my Blindsight 2020 EP, which you can get at Bandcamp, robprocks.bandcamp.com, or look for it on like Spotify and Apple Music. It's on all those streamers. The streamers. All right, picture a little steel guitar and electric piano riff there. I work late almost every day because I need the overtime. Well, it don't pay much, but the economy is such that I tell myself I don't mind. You get discouraged in a hurry when you're doing so much to survive. And every once in a while you gotta give yourself a smile and do something that makes you glad to be alive. Well, booze, women, and movies. Women, and the only thing that get me through. Women, and my life stinks, so I grab a few drinks, find a gal and a movie worth taking her to. Well, I could never be a millionaire, no matter how hard I've tried. So the booze, women, and movies help me enjoy the ride. I could save every paycheck, pinch every penny till it's hollers. Oh, cool. But no matter how I tried, by the time I died, I'd never have $1 million damn dollars. You see, I gotta pay my car note, I gotta pay for my phone and my lights. And after the rent, if it's not all spent, I'm gonna go out on a Saturday night for some mead, women, and movies. They're the only thing that get me through. Life is rough and I just make enough. I don't have any luxuries except these few. My daddy even wrote it down in his will. He said that on the day that he died, he wanted booze, women, and movies to help him enjoy the ride. Oh, I could think of a lot of worse ways to throw my money down the drain. I could be dumb and give it to some politician for their campaign instead of some booze, women, and movies. Sometimes it's just what I need. Oh, I'm not a dunce, I know you only live once, so give me booze, women, movies, and just a little weed. Well, I never ask for a handout, I pay my bills when they're due. And it's the booze, women, and movies that help me make it through. Yeah, it's the booze, women, and movies that help me make it through. Yeah, it's the booze, women, and movies that help me make it through. Done the right chord for crying out loud. That's why we're here. As you've noticed, I might be a little rusty on my own songs. Oh, did something get filtered out? Oh, thank you, K-Rock, for gifting the subscriptions. Very cool. Yeah, I have everything set on auto, so every once in a while I'll get a notice to say if I can approve something, but it's really hard to catch while while I'm doing everything else. I don't have an official moderator. Is that a mod? Well, because mod also means modification. So much internet slingo that I don't understand. Speaking of which, all right, I'm gonna. Oh, cool! Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for gifting those subscriptions. That's awesome. Thank you. So let's see. I think let me mix it up, or actually, we'll go old school. I didn't even see what that was. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see. Oh, because they use all those extra characters to Neil. What's happening? They use all those extra characters to get by the. I see what's going on. All right, I missed that one as it scrolled by, but I got the other window where I can go back. I want to buy followers. I probably shouldn't even say that. They're probably already translating it. And by the way, hello YouTube and Facebook. Sorry, I don't see those comments live. If you want to comment live, come on over to twitch.tv/RobPRocks. But thank you for watching whichever way you can watch. This is an experiment to get stuff onto 3 platforms. Oh, thank you. Which show are you talking about? Was it one of the board? Was it one of the board fests? Or yeah, I haven't. Man, I got out to California in 2018, and before that it had been like 5 years, and so I used to go out there at least a couple times a year. And now I obviously no one's been anywhere in a while. So oh, okay, cool, good to see you, man. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, you did say Comedy for Humor. Right. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by the feed. Thank you so much. Yeah. So where are we going? I'm gonna go. Let's go. Oh, thanks. Yeah, in 2018, where did I even where was it? Did I do I did something down at my favorite comedy club is down there in Hermosa Beach, the Comedy and Magic Club, and I think I did a couple of other sets too. Let's see. I'm gonna do this is Rob P. old school. So Colin is out there. I know he knows my older song. So this is a song. This is one of the first songs that people sort of that I people knew because I did it on Comedy Central way back in 2001, I think. I wrote it around 99 or 2000, but I did it on Comedy Central, and it's one that people still look for, but it's hard to find because that show isn't out there anymore. And so, like, I know people have found me sometimes. I did a search for this song, and I finally found your YouTube channel like 18 years later. So I'm gonna bust this one out because I know it's one that people like, but it's an older one. But so this is my apartment. You can't really see much of my furniture, but sadly, I wrote this song when I was in my 20s, and it still applies to my life. So anyway, it's about doing some soul searching after a long road trip and coming back to your apartment and seeing what you have. It goes like this. Colin knows what it is. All right. I took a good look at my life. What I saw I didn't like, 'cause there was nothing that was built to last. Underneath all the cheap veneers, there's nothing that can stand the years. It all falls apart so fast. 1, 2, 3, rock! Particle board. All the furniture I own is made of particle board. All I can afford is particle board. Particle board, is this what I've been working my whole life for? 4 walls and a door and particle board. I have to live my life alone, 'cause if I ever bring a person home, they'll take one look at my place and any chance is blown. I guess that I'd have to admit, a guy looks like he can't commit when a hex wrench can dismantle anything he owns. Particle board, if I ever move I'll leave it here on the floor. To move would cost more than my particle board. Particle board, my life sucks and it can't be ignored. All I can afford is particle board. I try to live my life without things to tie me down. Well, that's why I only buy crap I won't miss if I skip town. But now I see that I can't live my life like this forever. I'd like to own some furniture I don't have to put together. This is the pop song. Bonus points for breaking it down in the third verse of a pop song. I took a good look at my life. What I saw I didn't like made me want to run away and hide. Just one look around my home shows that everything I own is all leaning to one side. Oh, awesome. 1, 2, 3, rock! Particle board. All the furniture I own is made of particle board. It's all I can afford. Particle board. One more time because my life sucks. Particle board. All the furniture I own is made of particle board. All I can afford is particle board. Oh, thank you. That was off my 2001 album, Living It Down, which here's how old that album was. The joke of the album was it was the official soundtrack to a WB hour-long drama. So yeah, the WB isn't around anymore. I have so many songs that have become obsolete. So anyway, I'm gonna go mellow here. This is a newer song. It's on Rob P. Rocks a Jazz Club, and it's a song. I've been in New York since the mid-90s, and I always wanted to write a very like New York centric summer type song, you know, like a summer in the city. Oh, MySpace. I still miss. You're right. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that one because that thankfully has lasted. Thanks. So this song, I always wanted to write a New York City summer song. So this is my song dedicated to summer in New York Cities. Close enough for comedy music. All right. Maybe not. All right. Summer in New York City. I hope this summer I can get out a little more and enjoy it, but I do look forward to at least being able to do things outside, doing outdoor, oh yeah, that one definitely went obsolete. I'm gonna be doing, well, we'll get to it. Oh wait, I made my set list. I put the same song on there twice. All right, I'm gonna do it anyway. In case you forgot, summer in New York City. Grown men in flip-flops, I've never understood. Walking city streets with open feet cannot be good. The streets are filled with rat poop, dog pee, and all types of grime. Your feet will be encased in filth in just 3 minutes' time. Grown men in flip-flops, why is this what they choose? We're riding on the R train, we're not on a frickin' cruise. Your feet are not that pretty, why must we all see them here? And could you at least have trimmed your toenails once this year? The exception to my flip-flop prohibition are these three. There are exceptions, and they are these three. If you're at the pool or at the beach or in the state of Hawaii, flip-flops are allowed in the entire state of Hawaii, even at formal events, because that's just culture, man. Grown men in flip-flops, each year my anger grows. This city's gross enough without me seeing your damn toes. So if they keep it up, I might start mugging them for fun. Alright, 'cause grown men in flip-flops can't run. They can't run. No, they can't run. If they start chasing after you, just run to an area with a lot of broken glass, or hop up a curb, they'll trip. Or just keep running until the little thing pops out of the flip-flop and they have to put it back together before they can start chasing you again. And then you can just take their flip-flops again. Grown men in flip-flops, flops, jazz chord. Yeah, and if a guy takes care of his, women usually can get away with flip-flops because they get pedicures, or they at least keep their toes kempt. So, Joe Madden, the Cubs manager for a while, said if players wore flip-flops on the plane, if the players wore flip-flops on the plane, they had to paint their toenails. So I think that's a good rule. If you want to wear flip-flops in public as a grown-ass man, just, paint your toenails and treat them right. And then it's allowed. I wore flip-flops once in public at Sepia, because it was one of those days where it was like 100 degrees. And when Sepia, those first couple of years, they didn't have air conditioning. So I'm just like, I need a beer. I'm going to stop in, but I'm not putting socks on. So, anyway, that was Grown Men in Flip-Flops. You can find it on Rob P. Rocks a Jazz Club. So that's a live album. If you want to hear some live comedy, that's on my Spotify. It's on all the places, and it gets played a bit on. I don't know if that track in particular gets played, but I have some of my live stuff. The reason I've been trying to do more live stuff, recording wise, is because they've been playing it on satellite radio. So if you have XM or Sirius radio, request my songs. They get played every once in a while because I get little notices from people. Sometimes they'll text me. They're like, "We heard your song," and it's really exciting. And it's good. Like, it's one of the few ways right now for comedians to actually get any kind of income or work, because we can't perform live right now. So yeah, request it on Sirius and XM. So no texts from UPS. So by 9 p.m. tonight, that was just wishful thinking. All right, so awesome, thank you. So here's a song I haven't done in quite a while. But I think it was on Keep Your Jazz Hands Strong, which is one of my favorite album titles that I came up with. It came out in 2013, Keep Your Jazz Hands. So you just, by those few chords, you heard, like, I was strumming the chords to remind myself. Is that, you noticed it just from those chords? Awesome. So yeah, like, if you were with me last Tuesday on the... on the Cover Tuesday show. And by the way, come tomorrow. Tomorrow's theme is heart. So I'm doing a lot of songs with heart in the title, or maybe the band has heart in their title or whatever. So tomorrow night, 8:15 p.m. Oh, cool. Awesome. That's really cool. Thanks for letting me know that. That's awesome. But yeah, so I was having some technical problems, which is why I wanted to do a show tonight to get my tech worked out. Hopefully, seems to be going so far. Knock wood. And but even with the tech problems, it is amazing that I'm talking into my laptop here in Brooklyn, and it's streaming out. Like we got people from the West Coast, we got people in Wisconsin, we got people in Florida, East Coast, and it's probably too late for the European folks. But in the summer, when the time was, we were summer hours. Really interesting. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out that feed because I did YouTube. I streamed on YouTube a few times a while back, and it was really hard to find it after it was done. Like I think they've reorganized where they put the live stuff because they're trying to catch up to Twitch. I think because Twitch is where people go for the streaming. So, but it was really hard. Like I did one show and I couldn't find it anymore. I couldn't. It was. But this is another attempt. So I'm going to check out the YouTube feed. And if it's better for you on YouTube, I might try to see if there's a way I can work in the comments so I can react to both comments on Twitch and YouTube. Because it'd be fun. Like I want to meet people where they are. But it is amazing that I can just talk into my laptop and it's going out to the world. And because I remember my first modem, 14.4 baud modem, and okay, cool. Yeah, Twitch is fun. Yeah, the interaction is really fun, and it's hilarious because at a live show this would be terrible to have people like talking through the whole show, but the commenting side it works in this format. So, so just remember when you come to a live show, just write them down. Don't say them out loud. But yeah, so my first, and I had a black and white Mac Classic, the 9-inch black and white screen Mac Classic, and I was on AOL. My first account. That's all right. That's all right. It's me. I get very distracted, and I get. But anyway, here's my song about the early days of the internet that people don't remember because I got my first email address before like a lot of my nieces and my friends' kids were born, and just they have internet in their pocket 24/7. So I don't know if they quite understand what we were dealing with, and when we were trying to get going on this. There was a time when going online was something few people could do. You needed a computer and a telephone, a modem and an ISP too. You paid by the hour and there wasn't much power, 'cause at home is where you had to stay. 'Cause you could only make a call when you were plugged in the wall, back in the dial-up days. Oh man, I remember Net Zero. I was on Mindspring for a while. And not only that, to comment or chat, you had to find a Usenet feed. Special software was needed if you wanted to read it, and access was not guaranteed. There was always a lag, 'cause servers would lag, and flame wars took so long to blaze. If you were an online jerk, you had to put in the work, back in the dial-up days. Oh, it was aggravating to disable call waiting, so you wouldn't get kicked offline. And heaven forbid you were out of town, where a local access number was impossible to find. Then they'd initiate a new software update, and the progress bar would make your eyes glaze. It took forever to download them with your 56K modem, back in the dial-up days. Sometimes you couldn't get through and video barely moved, back in the dial-up days. Sometimes you can giggle and scoff, at least we could turn it off. Back in the dial-up when everything took a while, but those were the dial-up days. Oh yeah. The dial-up days, yeah, the beep-boop beep. And I was on the road in those days, so like I would get to a hotel and I would have to do an 800 number to get the local AOL dial-up number. And then if you were in a hotel, you had to do a 9, comma, because the comma was a 2-second pause in the dialing. But sometimes the hotel phones took too long to get the dial tone out. So you dialed 9, waited for the dial tone. So 9, comma, then the number. And then, or if you had to do a calling card after that, oh my gosh, to send a fax with a calling card, it took so many numbers. All right. Where are we going with this? All right, what time's it get to be? All right, it's 9:45. There's some websites out there that have that sound bite just to if you really want to be nostalgia. Yeah, my 14.4 modem was fast at the time. In 1994, that was a fast modem. I would reply in the AOL chat rooms. People were like, "How'd you reply so fast? Oh my gosh!" And now I. Yeah. I had to fax. Within the entertainment world, sometimes a contract would get faxed to me, and I have to fax it back signed. I remember faxing from like Kinko's and stuff. Oh my stars! All right, where do we go with this? All right, I'm gonna do this song. Oh yeah, the fax machines sound very close. It's that same. I hope I'm gonna try the Lupa on this one. Let's make sure my buttons are working. All right. Sometimes things just stop working. So many workarounds. Sometimes you start it. It's amazing that that's still like a way to fix things. Turn it off, turn it on again. That's how I fixed my Atari. When the Atari was acting up, you turn it off and turn it on. And same thing with modems. Oh yeah, it is. It's like the newish logo. Yeah, I know. Well, it is the test show. The lag is. I think I have the lag figured out. Knock wood. It was the plugin that was I wanted to use my Sony cam as my webcam, and that plugin was what was screwing up the lag. But the piece of equipment I was waiting for was a HDMI capture card, because I have a camcorder, so I want to try my camcorder as my webcam. Just because I got these really cool lights that do different colors, but this webcam blows everything out, and you can't see the cool colors. And also, you can see the edges over there. It's kind of warped. It's like a wide angle. All right, now I'm just distracting myself. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try the Lupa. Let's see. This is a song also inspired by a lot of the local bars here in Brooklyn. Because I live in one of those neighborhoods that was not a destination when I moved in, and then it became a destination. So lots of the professional married couples that were about to have kids or had young kids moved into my neighborhood. And so a lot of babies started popping up in my bars. And I used to get, at first I was like, I'm upset. But then I realized I can't get mad at the baby. It's not the baby's fault. So I started to wonder, what is the baby thinking at the bar? So I wrote this song from the point of view of the baby. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, see, I screwed up the looper. There we go. That's why we're doing the practice show. All right. Well, anyway, I'm a baby in a bar. Everything is so big. Daddy's drinking a beer. He won't give me a swig. This is a great place for me. With all the vodka and glass, every surface is wet. I know that I'll bust my ass. But don't blame my dad, he's not an alcoholic. We've been stuck in the house. I got the colic, my tummy hurts because my sphincters don't sphinx. I've been screaming for days and daddy needs him a drink. And I think the bartender's not happy with me, cause I don't know how to tip and I don't have ID. And all the guys here hate me cause I'm blocking their jocks by tripping all the ladies' biological clock. I'm a baby in a bar. Place used to be cool. Now while I'm sitting here in a puddle of drool, and I think I annoy the bartender tonight. When she mixes up a drink, I just shriek with delight, cause it's shiny and makes a lot of funny noises. I'm getting dirty looks and I guess I deserve it, but maybe they're all jealous of my bottle service. But I think it's cause I'm ruining their sense of mystique. This neighborhood neighborhood used to be edgy, now it's Sesame Street. But it's not my fault, you can spare me your scorn. I didn't choose this place, I was dragged here in a Bjorn. So before you take it out on me, stop and think. You all are here to get laid, where do you think that will lead? To a baby in a bar. Yes, I do remember seeing Neil's Kid at the bar a few times, but that's probably when I started to have more sympathy for the parent side of it, when I actually knew parents that were and also, you know, their kids are cool. They'll disagree with me, maybe. No, their kids are cool. We, the Sepia fam, we're big fans of the Neil and Rochelle kids. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Thank you guys so much for stopping by this live show. And I think, man, is there a little lag again, or no? I guess that's pretty close. I think maybe here and there it looked like it might be getting a little laggy. Let me know how the lags looked on your side of it. It's very distracting for me sometimes when it's a little off, but. C'est la vie. Okay, cool. So, she got a birthday tat, or do you mean at Sepia? We all got Chandra tattoos on her first birthday. Does she know that yet? That's funny. Oh, I want to do 2 more songs. Oh crap! The whole reason, yeah, I need to practice my. Jeez, I need to practice my piano song. I didn't write it on my set list. All right, so fake out. Hey, what's up, Christina? Good to see you. All right, well, if Christina's here, I have to do this. So I practiced it today, or rehearsed it, depending on how you want to look at it. But I forgot to put it on my set list, so I definitely want to do this. This is a song on piano. And those of you who know me know that playing the piano in front of people terrifies me. But this is not, I mean, this is a public performance, so this is still kind of scary for me. Okay, cool. Yeah, the chat definitely takes a while between when it pops up on screen. Oh yeah, I got the. Okay, let's see now. All right, so this is a song. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do this song and then my last song. So I hear you. I gotta use both hands. I'm just not as comfortable on it because I don't play it as much. But this is a song I wrote on the piano, and it's inspired by the movie John Wick, as a lot of songs are, I think, because that movie is wonderful. But there's a character in John Wick that I see in a lot of sci-fi and action movies. So I wanted to dedicate this song to that character. So if you're a sci-fi and action movie fan like I am, or just a fan of the movie John Wick, ooh, there goes my refrigerator. I don't know if you can hear in the background. My refrigerator every hour or so makes a really funny noise. Speaking of funny noises, the way I've described my refrigerator noise is it sounds like a telegraph trying to send a fax. I don't know if you could hear it. There it goes, and now it's off. Yeah. It also sounds like we had when we were growing up, my dad had a Nova, a green 2-door Chevy Nova that was, I don't know, a 73 Chevy Nova, and that thing would run on, you'd turn the key off, and it would run on for like another minute, and it just, and then it would make this sound like a dying animal, and it finally shut down, Oh, it was hilarious. All right, so here's a song inspired by the movie John Wick. Anyway. The hero of the movie is broken. How did he get this way? He once had a world that was happy, but that world was taken away. how this loss ruined his life. That's when we get to meet Flashback Wife. Flashback Wife is always happy. She's always running through the fields. Sometimes she plays with children, and we hear their joyous squeals. Flashback Wife is never subtle. Her love hits us over the head. Flashback Wife was perfect. Now she's dead. There were never any problems in that relationship of yore. The only thing they ever fought about was who loved the other more. I love you, no, I love you. There were never money issues or horrible in-laws. Life was sunshine and roses, and she was the cause. Flashback Wife plays to the cheap seats. Her love is always grand. She always seems to mention some groovy future plans. And she never ages since the day she was a bride. Flashback Wife was perfect until she died. Lethal Weapon, John Wick, Inception, and 7 Pounds is where you can go to see Flashback Wife. And don't forget Looper Up in the Crow. She's in so many movies. She gets a lot of work. She gets used so we can excuse a protagonist that's a jerk. Flashback Wife has a sense of humor, and she's usually pretty hot. But she had to die, and everyone knows why. She had to die or there'd be no plot. Thank you, Flashback Wife. I'm sorry you had to go, but because of you, we'll all enjoy the show. All right, that was I'll give myself a B- on that one. But thanks for indulging that. Sorry, I really miss the comments when I'm trying to play piano because I can't even like take my head away from the from the keyboard for a second. So yeah, I got this. You can't see it, but I tweeted it, or I sent it out on Instagram. I have a clip on my mic stand that has like picks attached to it. I always thought that was so cool when rock bands would just have picks stuck to their mic stand and they drop a pick or throw a pick in the crowd and just grab another one. So rock and roll. So I'm gonna throw picks at you. I'm throwing picks at you. And one day I will have swag. I will have custom pick swag because I think that's really cool. I got my hat. Like this is my. I was inspired by the Zildjian logo. I'm like, that's a cool Armenian name. I'm gonna put my Armenian name on my hat. And then I got this hat, which is my website logo. I made that one. These are all just one-offs. I just made them just to see how they looked. And then this is my cassette, my digital box set. It's a cassette. It looks like a cassette, doesn't it? Oh, see, that's why I don't like this webcam. Look at that. You can't even see. Oh man, so you can't even see the printing. But it looks like a cassette, but it's a USB drive. Whoop whoop! Look at that. Yeah, so it has all my recorded stuff on it, and I sell it through my website, and I even got the Norelco boxes and the J-Card full color insert. If you're into that, yeah, maybe I'll. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I might set up a store for I like having the name. Way back when. Oh, thanks. Oh, well, here it is. Comedians' Cribs, or actually they should do a special about the comedy condo where they put you up when you do a comedy clubs on the road. Usually the comedy club owns an apartment or has an apartment rented somewhere, and if they don't put you in a hotel, it's the comedy condo, and usually that place is trashed. But I haven't been I haven't done road clubs in a long, long time because lately I've been doing mostly colleges and corporates and cruises. So anyway. Right. Oh man, yeah, you have to get like 9 adapters and dongles to plug it in. I love the word dongle, by the way. I tweeted out the other day that it sounds like it's a county in Ireland where they just make handcrafted computer accessories. Oh, you're from Dongle County. County Dongle, I guess it would be called. Anyway, all right, I've lost my mind. But at 10 o'clock, okay, so I'm going to do this song, and then I'm going to try to figure out how to do a channel raid because my friend Killy Mockstar Dwyer is doing a show at 10 o'clock on a Twitch channel, and usually they start like 5 or so minutes late. So I'll finish this song, and then we'll do a raid and raid the Comedy Hub. Oh, man. All right, so here we go. This is my classic, we mentioned it earlier. This is... the one time I grew up an orchestra kid, and we had to do a lot of fundraisers because in public school where we went, public school kids, where you at? Public school music program, we had to do a lot of fundraisers to keep it funded. And it was the one time a year that I felt cool for being in orchestra because this one fundraiser was kind of fun. So. All right. This song goes to all my public school music peeps out there. Yeah. Yeah, where's you at? Cause first chair comes with responsibility, son. All right. If you go to public school, one thing you know is true. There's never funding for any of the fun things you want to do. Hey, how did that get through? Go to public school, one thing you know is true. There's never funding for any of the fun things you want to do. Like band, every year the district says they're going to axe it. But band, that's the only class I don't get my ass kicked. But the fact is we're broke. We're always trying to raise funds with those drives and promotions that never catch on. We tried selling gummy bears, but they were way too fruity. And our car wash blue, we had no cheerleader booty. But when the band asked me to try to sell candy bars, I said that can't be hard. Everybody likes sugar, and word got around on the grounds I was holding. People learned my name, and for once I was golden, cause when you got what they want, you're no longer a joke. And I could sell candy better than Scarface sells coke. And where I once was an unwelcome wimp, thanks to band candy, I walk the halls like a pimp. Pushing band candy, I am the man G. All my classmates have dollar bills to hand me. Pushing band candy, I am the man G. All my classmates have dollar bills to hand me. Pushing band candy. Now selling candy in schools is against the code of conduct, but drop me some Washingtons, I'll slip you the product, cause I'm clandestine. I'm destined for the best, son. I sold 20 bars while acing a history test. I'll sell to you in gym class, meet me under the bleachers. I'll sell you seconds while you eat yours. I'll even sell to teachers. I'll sneak in the lounge and hide the nicotine patches while they're fiending and scratching. I'll sell candy in batches. You can't match this. You wanna go toe to toe? I'll sell enough to buy my own homecoming float, and I'll roll the school, roll in the I'll sell enough to buy my own homecoming float, and I'll roll in the parade with my drumline beat while the whole town throws down dollar bills at my feet. You can't compete with me, and I don't mean to boast, but I hide like a ghost and I sell by the gross. So now most of you know that I'm the candy pimp king. When I get done, they'll name the school after me. Yeah, a little rusty on that. Bass and maybe a little tuba. This year's band camp's gonna be in Aruba. First year selling candy, I made 6 figures, bought brand new uniforms for all my bandmates. I was the man who met my band's needs. I roll into rehearsal and I make it rain reeds. And when we went to regionals, I didn't rent a bus. I had 20 stretch limos lined up for us. But the others got frustrated with our success, and the money got us hated by all the rest of the groups in the school whose funding was weak. They wanted us to be meek, you know, like good little geeks. So they tried to conspire to take me out of contention. They set me up to get me sent down to detention. But you can't hurt my sales by putting me in lockup. I got 30 freshmen out running my product, and you can't stop me, cause you can't stop the demand. So I keep ruling my band with my invisible hand. Yep, Adam Smith reference for you. Band geek, where are my economics geeks out there? All right, here comes the last stanza. And as I've told you before, I learned the hard way, they do not call them stanzas in rap. So I'm about to spit my last 16 at you. Sounds rude, but I guess that's what I'm gonna do. It's especially rude in the era of coronavirus. All these droplets. Anyway, pretty soon selling candy was my only care. I never went to rehearsal. My only care. I distracted myself. Pretty soon selling candy was my only care. I never went to rehearsal, and I lost my chair in the band. I was banned from the band, but my candy was still on my hands, and I had grandiose plans, so I just kept on dealing. The feeling was dope. The school told me to quit, but I just couldn't cope. Security came after me. They said, "This is the end." I threw my case up and said, "Say hello to my little friend." It was only a trumpet, and no one LOL'd, and thanks to my little joke, my funny butt got expelled. So I hit the streets. I got work pushing pills. What other job would I fill with my new set of skills? And I moved so much junk that my trunk was all cash. I made more bank than my bosses could stash, and they asked how a geek like me could be the man. I said I learned all this by selling candy and band, pushing band candy. That's right, selling band candy turned me into a drug dealer. It's all the same, whether you're selling crack or crackle. The same rules apply. Never snack off your own supply. All right. I made it through most of that one. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this cover. No, this isn't Cover Tuesday. This is just a Comedy Monday. I don't know. I don't have a name for this show. It was just me doing a show of my comedy songs because it's been so long. Thank you guys for joining me. It was nice to see so many people from so many parts of the country to stop by. I'm going to do another one of these. Follow me. I have a mailing list at robprocks.com. There should be a sign up for my email list because I send it out once a month. I don't bother you too much. So that's where the news is and stuff. Or you can follow me at Rob P. Rocks on Twitter, Instagram, and a bunch of other stuff I don't use anymore. Like Snapchat, I think. I think I'm Rob P. Rocks on TikTok, but I've done one thing so far, and I just joined a new thing called Rizzle because my friend is running a contest on there, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. But so join us tomorrow at 8:15 p.m. New York City time, 5:15 Pacific. It's Cover Tuesday, so I'm going to do a cover set tomorrow night, 8:15. The theme is heart or hearts, so if the band or the song has the word heart in it, there's a lot, so I might have to do this theme again because, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm going to try to figure out how to raid this other channel because my friend Killy Mockstar Dwyer, who's a very funny comedy musician, and if you like comedy music, that's the place. Or she's another comedy musician. You will know and love. You should know and will love. Here's me trying to type. Did I spell it wrong? Oh yeah, Twitch has an I in it. How about that? I should have just a button, shouldn't I? I should have a button set up for this. All right, I should have kept this logged in. Creator dashboard. All right, go to the creator dashboard. How exciting is this for everybody? I'm sorry. Oh, there's the lag. Oh, maybe that's just on my end then when I switch apps. Or maybe because I'm loading a website, and now my bandwidth is banded. I disbanded my bandwidth. Content. Community. I think it's under community. Good show, by the way. Community. Nope. Drops. Preferences. Content. Creator camp. Duke balls. I know it was somewhere. I was able. Oh, you can see the lag now? Okay. Is it? Oh, man. Yeah, because now I don't want. Everything's. All right. So Rob has to learn how to raid. Oh, there's a button. There's a raid button. Pick a channel, Comedy Hub. All right. Okay. Sorry about the lag. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good one. All right. So, the show. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this channel raid. Thank you for coming, and come by tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Cover Tuesday. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna start this raid, and I think it's sent. So if you want to go see, it's at Comedy Hub is the name of the channel, and it's gonna be a fun show. So let's go over there and watch that show, and hopefully their lag is not as laggy as my lag. Lag, a shiny new lag. All right. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, I broke everything. See what I tried to do a new thing, and this seemed to work last time when I switched away and then switched back. Did it catch up yet? Nope. All right, well, we'll figure this out. Glad I did this at the end of the show. Thank you for coming. See you all soon.